Hey guys, it's Angie. Today I'm going to be doing this tutorial on acne. This was a request on Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, you might want to do that so you can request stuff. This is a fun one. It was kind of difficult, but I do hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. Alright, to start off, I'm going to use this wound filler gel. It's the pus version from Bloody Marvelous. Looks like this. Inside the jar, you're going to find a jar of pus, which is pretty gross. I'm going to show you two ways to do the white pussy pimples. So this is the first way, and what I like to do is grab a tiny Q-tip, which I will show you. Tiny Q-tip, and grab a bit of this pus on the end, like legitimately that much, and then I'm going to place it where I want the pimple. The great thing about the Bloody Marvelous is that it is a gelatin-based product, so it will set. It is my favorite out of both techniques that I'm going to show. As this product starts to set, it almost melts down and kind of gets to that semi-hard state, so you can actually start to lightly press it down. I mean, you do want it slightly raised because you want that texture of a pimple, but it's nice because you can kind of shape it into whatever shape you want. I'm gonna put a slightly larger one down here maybe. I do like to swirl the Q-tip as well. Okay, and I'm just gonna continue to add those little spots all over. And I'm gonna focus it mainly around my nose and mouth because I do see a lot of like acne. It's almost like a mask of acne in that area. Did used to get some pretty nasty ones around the corners of my nose, so go ahead and try to be as realistic as possible. I picked up this tip from an Oscar-winning makeup artist named Robin Matthews. She used grits in Dallas Buyers Club in the movie. She won an Oscar for that. Anyway, I'm gonna use grits for whiteheads because why not? They're kind of grainy and they have that white texture. So what I'm gonna do is use liquid latex. You could also use eyelash glue, like they do adhesive. Pat it on the skin and then pop a couple of grits onto the liquid latex. So what you're gonna do is grab a little bit of liquid latex on your Q-tip, pat it where you want a couple whiteheads. Then you're gonna take your tweezers and pick up a few little grits, grains of grit. Place it down into the latex, tap it off, then grab another grit, stick it in there, and then go over it with the latex again, just to seal in the grit, and then kind of blend off any edges of latex into the skin. Now pimples usually have lots of redness, lots of irritation around them, so to match that you want to look at your skin tone and look for redness in your skin. I have some here. You want to match that general shade. So I'm going to be using light mauve, which is from the complexion palette by PPI. And I find this one matches and works really well for my skin tone. You can use cream makeups, as I've used in previous tutorials, where you thin them down with alcohol to create your colors, or your alcohol colors. But basically you want to take that red irritated color that your skin turns and kind of outline the pimples with it. So it's gonna start here and here. And that redness is going to be a little more intense in certain areas, so you can go in with a little bit of the dark mauve or mauve, depending on how you like to say it. The next color I'm going to use is called Capillary, and that's just going to go on the very outer edges of the pimples, just to kind of give them a little bit more depth, make them pop up off the skin a little more. And now I'm going to take an orange sponge into that light mauve color again, I'm just gonna do some nice washes to kind of tie the redness all over the skin. Then you just want to keep kind of adjusting things. So I washed away some of the darker areas that I want to keep. So I'm just going to go in with that capillary color and just bring them back up to where I wanted them. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this from the cream stacker, the bruise wheel from Cinema Secrets, this yellow color. I'm going to grab a bit of that, put it on my hand, and I'm going to mix some alcohol into it. I'm going to dab that thinned out color on top of the pimples just to give them kind of a infected, gross looking appearance. Now I'm going to add some of the sheen back to the skin, so I'm going to use castor oil or castor seal, just very, very lightly on my finger on top of the skin so it has a shine back to it and it looks more like skin. A lot of you guys ask how I get this stuff off. Peeled all the little doodads off. And I'm going to use a little isopropyl myricate, just kind of like remover oil, to take off the alcohol paints. It's that easy. Okay guys, that's going to wrap up this acne tutorial. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up please. Keep the FX series alive. And let me know any requests that you have below in the comments. Tell me what you want to see in this series. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.